Yo, what is going on, you guys, and welcome back to a brand new Spider-Man PS5 video. Now, until more news comes out about this game, this will be one of my last videos regarding the game due to the fact I've said mostly what I want to say about this game when it comes to features, gameplay and story, and my predictions in the game. But with that being said, if there are any Spider-Man related videos you'd like me to make sure to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll try and cover them if I have the chance. So in today's video, we're going to be covering another top 5 suits that I'd like to see in Spider-Man PS5, but this time there's a twist. If you'd like to see another video where I rank my other top 5 suits, a link will be in the description next to the related video tab. However, the twist in today's video, I'll be ranking my top 5 suits from the cartoons that Spider-Man has appeared in to show up in the Spider-Man PS5 game, and with that being said, let's get straight into it. Number 5, Spider-Man Unlimited. This cartoon had a short run back in the 90s and was a loose sequel to the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, and this suit would be pretty cool to show up. It is a cool addition to the Spider-Man suit collection. The reason it's at my number 5 is that the Spider-Man Unlimited suit is a very close mix between the Scarlet Spider suit and the Spider-Man 2099 suit, almost having a modern futuristic look about it. So if they were going to add this suit, I don't see why they wouldn't just either add the Scarlet Spider-Man suit into the Spider-Man PS5 game, or carry over that Spider-Man 2099 suit from the first game into the sequel. Nevertheless, it'll be really cool to see this cartoon adapted suit to make an appearance in the sequel game, and it would certainly pay homage to the Unlimited series, even though Spider-Man Unlimited may not be one of the best Spider-Man cartoon shows out there. Number 4, Spider-Knight. The Spider-Knight armor from the Ultimate Spider-Man show would be a really cool addition to the sequel game. Now, while the vast majority of people prefer to hang around New York in the more classic Spidey suits, PS4 didn't shy away from adding weird and funky looking Spider-Man suits into the first game. Therefore, it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could see a Spider-Knight armor make an appearance in the sequel game. And if we're pulling from the cartoons, it looked pretty cool in the Ultimate TV show. I think the most special thing about the Spider-Knight armor is the way it looks, but the suit power-ups and abilities it could potentially come with would also be pretty cool. For example, it could come with extra protection, like a shield for 30 seconds, or enhance your web fluid so it does more impact damage. They could really play around with the concept of it being an armor from the old times, which could add some really cool gameplay features. Number 3, 90s Spider-Man. This would be a cool addition to the Spider-Man PS5 game, as the 90s Spider-Man cartoon is one of the best incarnations of the Spider-Man character. I would have this suit higher on my list if it weren't for the fact that this suit is very classic Spider-Man, and like if it wasn't very similar to the already established classic Spider-Man suits in the PS4 game. However, it has enough differences that it could be a cool addition to the game. This Spider-Man from the 90s show came with a lot of additions to his suit which could make his costume worthwhile in the game. These could be transformed into cool gameplay features, such as you could use your suit power as a spider tracer. As far as this could work, it could mean you have enhanced spider sense or something of the like for around 30 seconds, meaning that you don't have to press down the right analog stick to activate it. It's just constantly there, and you could see enemies through walls, be alerted earlier to threats, etc. Another notable feature of the 90s Spider-Man is his creativity with his webs. This suit could unlock new web features and abilities, such as parachutes, etc. He also has other stuff like his spider beacon, which could be used to blind enemies in combat. Number 2, Marvel's Spider-Man. Now, Marvel's Spider-Man, like the 90s Spider-Man, is very much classic-like. This suit almost gives an updated feel to the Spider-Man costume and a more modern approach. As much as the show doesn't live up to the 90s show, for example, the suit is still very slick and has multiple cool features aesthetically which could be cool to look at as you swing around New York. However, I think the suit's powers would be the best part about this suit once again. I can't really choose, and I'm a bit spoiled for choice because this suit comes from Horizon High in the show, meaning that the suit power could literally be anything you want it to be. Now, while this says a lot about the show and how distant it is from the 90s show or any other Spider-Man show, for example, it does benefit the gameplay side of this suit. So I do think that this suit could be a cool addition to the game. Number 1, Spectacular Spider-Man. This is just classic. Not only is it different, but it looks so cool. Arguably, it's an interesting take on the Spider-Man suit, as in it might not look as good as any other Spider-Man suits. This suit most certainly has become a classic in the Spider-Man fandom. This suit is so classic from the best Spider-Man show ever made, or at least in most people's opinion, so I think that's why this should be in this game. That's why this has to be my number 1. However, the only downside to this suit being in the game is that I think we all know why we love this suit, and it comes a lot from the art style and the way that the characters have been modeled for this show. And adding the suit into a future game would mean that it would lose a bit of its integrity, as it would have to fit the shape of the PS4 Peter Parker model and not the one from the show. Nevertheless, myself and a lot of other people would love for our most favourite adaptation of the webhead in a future game as a playable feature. In terms of suit powers, I can't really think of one, but based off what the spectacular suit actually looks like, they could do something with the web wings under Peter's arms or something of the sort. But with that being said, like I did say, I don't think this suit would look particularly good, but at the same time it'd be really cool to see it, and I think it's just fan service adding in Spectacular Spider-Man, one of the most beloved adaptations of the Spider-Man character, into the game. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to, hit the bell next to the subscribe button to not miss any more content. And with that being said, once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.